Hello friends, Winston here. Let me introduce you to one of my favorite hybrids, Aloe virens. A very unusual small size aloe. And when I say small size, the main stem is usually less than 1 foot in height. Somewhat disorderly in terms of characteristics, very spiny, as we will find out later. Sometimes green, sometimes brown, sometimes all brown, or at other times a little mixture. Aloes come in many sizes. These aloes are what I call small size aloes. They never grow beyond 1 foot tall, and when it comes to bloom, you get a lot of 2 feet of flower spike. Otherwise, they give you very little trouble. There are two ways of growing it, either in a pot or in the ground. Aloe virens, to me, is unusual. It has a reputation of being neither one thing or the other. You notice the spines. You notice the disorganized kind of leaf structure. Some aloes are very orderly. This one isn't. But I would tell you, it's very attractive in its own way. I've grown it for the last 3 years, and it has always delivered beautiful flowers. One of its parents is this plant. Do you recognize it? Aloe humilis. And if you look at the spines very carefully, you would find there is a similarity with Aloe virens. These may look smaller and very delicate, but it's just as fierce. And that is why Humilis is always used to create hybrids. The reason why I like virens is it always delivers flowers, and the timing is always a little before spring. I would say it starts to bud even in the middle of December. In the UK here, it's very cold that time, so it's just almost surprising that your aloe begin to put out buds, and then eventually the flowers that you're seeing now. In growing these plants, I keep them in pots. It's easier to manage. I can put them on the ground, but then I'll have to keep them in a greenhouse. I find it much easier to get a 6-inch, 8-inch pot, put them in, and that way I am able to move them around, deciding on what the weather is like. If you want to grow this plant, it's the usual way. It can grow easily from seeds. I don't bother with the seeds. I look out for the little pups coming out on the sides, and once they are big enough, I separate them and create another plant, like this one. It's been out for about more than 6 months, and you can see it's already on its way to create another Aloe virens, a plant you should try and grow. If not, buy one. Thank you. I should add, there's still a lot of speculation about the other parent to Aloe virens. No direct or easy answer, but in the meantime, you can enjoy the plant. Try and grow one if you can. Winston in London. Thank you.